Tonight it is July 27th, 2019. We're at Lake State Park at Anacostia Park. Could you tell me, or let me ask you first, do I have permission to record this interview?
Yes, you do.
Hey, could you tell me your name?
My name is Frank A. Mobley.
And what brings you here tonight?
What brings me is the skate and practice for my performances that we have down here. We have 3 shows down here per year, and I do other shows too outside the park and parades.
That's terrific for the roller skating.
Yes, and I do also, I perform on stage. I compete against singers and dancers. I'm in talent showcases.
That's fantastic.
I'm a specialty act.
How long have you been coming to this park?
About 38 years. 30, yes.
And you swear you learned how to skate?
I learned how to skate when I was a kid,
Okay.
but I stopped performing, practicing down here,
I see.
and performing my skills, artistic roller skating. Yeah,
What was it like when you first came here 38 years ago?
it was nice. I saw some people doing a routine one day, and I said that looked good, but they need to add a little bit more into it, dance into it. So I started coming down here practicing every day after school. I was in college.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yes,
So you already were a talented skater.
I'm a dance/roller skater, artistic dance roller skater. I'm a performer,
Oh, that's
professional performer.
And
Yeah.
where were you raised?
I was raised in Washington, D.C.
In this neighborhood?
I was raised in Brandywine Road, but I moved here in the 7th grade.
Okay.
I moved
And where in
here.
D.C. did you move?
Southeast area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you all come to this park? For,
Yes, I didn't know about the skating ring. I just stayed on the street.
Yeah.
And then one day somebody said, "There's a skating ring down there." So I skated all the way down here and I saw it. And I started coming ever since then. 30-some years ago. And I started skating. I always raced. I went indoor. You know, other skate rings when I was a kid. You know, like Seabrook, Alexander, before they closed those rings down. Calorama.
And do you have some favorite stories about this place?
The favorite stories is this is where I learned how to perform at. I started practicing to perform. My first show I did in Virginia, a young man in basketball court. I've had 2 partners. My first partner was Tina. She was my age. And I was practicing. There was a young man at the basketball court. He said, "You can skate. Would you like to do a show tomorrow?" I said, "Well, I'm going to bring my partner." She was in the bathroom at the time. He said, "I don't care. You can bring her or you can come by yourself." And she went. And our first show, her and I, we made the front page of the Virginia paper. Frank Mobley and Tina Riddick showed their dance/roller skating ad. And that was wonderful. First show, made the paper. On a little stage.
That's terrific.
Yes.
And that was in the
1984, I did my first performance and made the front page of the paper, Virginia paper. It was the Youth Coalition Day in Virginia.
And what was the skating culture back like in '84? Is
It was about the same.
same?
Yeah, people. Yeah, it was real. It was more people skating back then.
Okay.
The rinks were, really a lot of people was going to the rinks.
Yeah.
I don't go indoor anymore. I just perform. Come down here. This is the only rink I go to. It's come down to practice for my performances. Because, I need room. I'm a performer. Skating rinks are too crowded. You can't really get your groove on. So this is big. I come down in the morning and practice with no one here or late in the evening.
And how has the place changed over time since you first started coming?
It has changed. More people are coming down here.
Okay.
More involved with the roller skating.
And was it when you first started, were there many folks coming out?
They would not utilize it like it is now. Yeah.
Does this
And they upgraded it. They have upgraded it. Did the floor several times. Did the floors. Put a sound system in. Yes, over the years. We were active. The Anacostia Rollers was the group that really utilized this. And we did, our organization was called the Anacostia Rollers. And then we included other individuals, so it became the Anacostia Rollers and Friends show on skates.
And can you tell me about that, about how that group came to be, the Anacostia Rollers?
Well, I'm one of the founders of the Anacostia Rollers. I'm the only active one that's still performing. Several of them have passed. And I'm the only active one, and I'm the founder of the Anacostia Rollers. I'm the founder, and I'm the only one that's still active performing. And since several people have died, and another young lady has became the producer, I'm the co-producer. Diamond Smith, she has changed her name to the Artistic Rollers. So we have moved on to another name. Not forgetting where we came from, but moving on in the future. Yes.
And what prompted you to found Anacostia?
What prompted me to found is that a group of us used to come down here and skate. Different individuals, we used to all come down here and we said, oh, he can skate, she can skate, so forth. And as I said, I saw a group of skaters, they were called the Wheels of Fortune. They were doing a routine. It was we had just a one day, it was called a fun day. That's when you could skate, perform. That was the only day. It was called Fun Day. And you could perform. And they highlighted this special group called the Wheels of Fortune. It was a group, they dressed alike, they were in costume, and they did their routine. They looked good, and I said, that's what I was telling you, I said, they got it. They doing it, but they need to add a little more rhythm and dance into it. So that's how I formed the Anacostia Road. We came together, a group of us there. Then we started performing. And we added two other shows. The Fun Day is the middle show. Then we have the Skating Extravaganza. And then the Evening with the Best is the last show. And we already had two shows. The Evening with the Best is the 18th of August. So we have a show in June, we have a show in July, and the last one's in August. It's called the Evening with the Best. Fun Day is we just had that. That's in July. And the first show is in June, which is called the Skating Extravaganza. Betty Dawes was the producer, but she passed. And her and she was producing, I was the co-producer. And we started going around doing the show. We formed down here, like I said, the Anacostia Road. Then we started going to shut-ins, recreation centers, doing parades, 8th Street Parade, Unifest, Martin Luther King Day Parade, coming down the street, doing it with a van, playing the music. So we just been over the years, we just been going places. I have a list of shows I have performed there, and competition show, like Metro Talent Search. I was in that. DC and Apollo, performing on stage. So I can do it on stage. I don't need a ring. So out of the group, I stepped out a little bit back then and started doing, individual shows and performances. So I've always done with the group and by myself. Because I wanted to become a professional that artistic, be the first multi-millionaire roller skater. That's my goal. If I don't do it, somebody else will do it.
So, what inspired you about skating? Why did you pick up your skates?
I've been athletic since I was a kid. Ran track, played basketball, football. God, he gifted me. Soccer, I can do it all coming up. And roller skating. Like I said, I always roller skated. We had the steel ones when we was a kid on the street. And then I started going indoor to different rinks, like I said, and then came down here. And like I said, I saw that group called the Wheels of Fortune doing their performance. I said, they got it, but they need to add a little bit more to it. And I was in college. I'm a college graduate. I was at Strayer College then. Now it's called Strayer University. I graduated from Strayer University with my BS in accounting and business. And I just come down here every evening. I'm serious. Every evening I got home from school, I come down here and practice. Because I wanted it. I seen an open field, an open market. I said, I can take that to the top. And I've been practicing ever since. Performing and doing different events with the group and by myself.
Who have been some of your favorite people to skate with? recorded.
My favorite people was Tina Riddick. She don't skate anymore. I don't know if she moved to Richmond. I don't know if she skates anymore. She was my partner. Then I had a young partner named Sophie. She was a cheerleader. I trained her when she was a young lady. And we should do, I should lift her. I mean, the shows were so great back then. The shows were great back then, especially with her. Because she could do the moves with me because she's very slim and athletic. She was a cheerleader and a gymnast and did gymnastics. So her and I, her grandmother passed, but her grandmother used to make our outfits. And her and I used to turn the shows out. Do you hear me? But she stopped skating. You know, after getting out of high school, she, you know, had kids. I said, no more parties on. It's about me now. Let me take it to the top. It wasn't their dream. It's my goal. So they were just getting the ride. They was riding with me. They wanted to be a part of it, and I said, hey, you can be a part of it. You know, you gotta come out here and practice. See, people don't realize to be good, you gotta put time in. It ain't gonna come overnight. You gotta practice. I'm 59. A lot of people don't believe. They say you look good for your age. I just turned 59 last Saturday. I've been skating, ain't looking back. One day it's gonna come. You gotta have faith and believe and keep working. And don't give up. Those are my favorite two people.
Those are your favorites.
Yes, Tina Riddick and Sophie. I can't think of her last name.
And where have you taken us? So you said you've gone to all these events in DC. Have you gone out?
Maryland. Yeah, we have traveled to different places. New York, Virginia, different places. Yeah, Philadelphia, all different places.
What's been the impact of inline skating? Is that?
No, that roller skaters, they use these 4 wheels, these 8 wheels, they used to that. Inline's more like for the street speed skating, because the booty's so big, it's not artistic, you can't spin and jump and stuff like that. You can use these, I do all that. You see what I'm saying? I'm one of the only skaters that do jumps. The other skaters, they don't do jumps.
So you see any, are there any young kids out now that you think have potential?
I haven't seen any. Like I said, Sophie was young. She was a cheerleader. She wanted to skate. And I saw her and I took her under my wing. And she picked up fast, spins and everything. She was good. I wish she hadn't gave it up. She was really good. Because she was athletic, because she was a cheerleader and she took up gymnast. She was a gymnast. So she could do the moves once she learned them. You know, I should lift her, we should flip together, split together, all that. I got the videos, they're great. I have a lot of videos, yeah, from her, Tina, and her, yes. I have a collection. Over the years, I got collection pictures and everything. They're so nice, yeah.
So, where would you like to see this go? This pavilion, this park?
Well, to continue the events, roller skating out here, continue that, and our goal with the show on skates, that's what's called, is to take it to a professional level. But me as an individual, I'm focused on me too, as an individual, to become professional, make some good money, big money. That's my goal. Now, if the show on skates, if they progress enough, that's good. But for an individual, that's my goal, is to take my roller skating to the next level. That's my goal for us, me and being Frank Mobley being an individual.
And have you made a living off of your skating?
Not yet. I've made some money, but not the money I want. That's the goal.
Right.
Yes, that's the goal. Because I know I'm there. I should be making the money, but I just got to get that break. I haven't had my break yet. Yes.
Are there any last things you'd like to leave us with?
I'd like to see more people come down here and promote this roller skating. More people, radio stations, news channels, people that can promote the roller skating and take it to the next level. To see what we're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like when the concerts come to town, stars come to town, and singers and so forth there at Constitution Hall, Verizon Center. They need to come down here and see show on skates. Just like the what's that called? The circuses in town. That's at the harbor. What is it called? Soul Circus. What is it called? The circus that's in town.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's called. No, not that one. The other one. They're both of them. But the one's at the harbor. The Soul Circus.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We on that level. We need to get more recognition down here. You know, sometimes people come down, they film us and so on, but it should be on a regular basis at the shows. More people should come down here and see what we're doing.
That's great.
To acknowledge what we're doing, because we've been doing it for so long. You know, advertise us, highlight us on the news, promote us, all around the city. The leaders, they need to come down here and promote us. People need to come down here and promote and see what we're doing, just like you're doing now. It's wonderful.
I appreciate it. We will do our best.
All right, thank you so much.